If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here in Cedar City, Utah, this is the video for you. Today we're going to take a look at our July 2023 housing market update. That means we're going to take a deep dive into the real estate trends and market conditions. All right, let's get to it. If this is your first time to this channel, we talk about everything there is to know about living in Cedar City, Utah and the surrounding areas. My name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here in Southern Utah, I'd love it if you'd reach out. You can find my information down below in the description. So if you have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I give a weekly market update for Cedar City, Utah every Wednesday. However, that comes out in a short form and it is week to week. It gives you the current active, sold, pending listings, as well as our month's inventory and the current median home sales price. Now, that changes of course week to week, but what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take a deep dive into our July housing market update. Now I say July, but we're actually looking at the month of June, ending on June 30th, 2023. And we're gonna compare this to the month of June over the last 5 years so that it will give you a larger picture of what's been going on here in Cedar City and our housing market. Now, I think the best way to do this is to jump into a spreadsheet that I have created to make it easier for you. I am a visual person. I like to be able to see it and compare my numbers right next to each other. Some people can hear it, but I like to see it. So the first thing that I want to take a look at here, and if you'll notice on my chart here, I'm just going to zoom in so that you can really see it well. We've got 2019 to 2023. So we're looking at 5 years here in Cedar City, Utah. Let's take a look at the active listings currently. So at the end of June, so June 30th, 2023, we had 196 active listings. Now this market update is specific to Cedar City. It does not include all of Iron County and it does not include any land sales or commercial sales. This is strictly residential for Cedar City, Utah. So at the end of June, we did have 196 active listings. Now, if we compare that to previous years, you'll notice that that is not the lowest amount that we've had. We had 144 active listings in 2021, but it is still on the lower end. Last year, we had 246, and in 2019, back when we had a little bit more stable market, this was before 2020, before COVID hit, we had 255 active listings. Now I did put active, pending, sold, and new up here so that you could take a look at it and compare it yourself. But what I really want to focus on are the month's inventory as well as the days on market. Obviously our active, pending, sold, new, those do fluctuate, but it's how they work together to determine the month's supply that we have. Now, if you have been watching my channel for a while, you know that the month supply of inventory is very important when determining what type of market we have. For example, a 5 to 6 months inventory of housing will tell us that we have a balanced market, meaning that both buyers and sellers can negotiate and it is not tipped either direction. Anything less than 5 months, so 4 months or less, that's considered a seller's market, meaning sellers typically have more negotiating power because there are less active homes on the market. Anything above 6 months is going to be a typical buyer's market, meaning the market is flooded with housing, so buyers have more negotiating power. So this is what's really important to pay attention to. If we take a look at our month supply for 2019 through 2023, Cedar City has typically been in a seller's market. If you notice here, the highest we have absolutely been in month supply was in 2019, where we still had less than a 4-month supply of housing. Notice how low it dipped in 2021. This is going to make a difference when we go over and take a look at our median sales price throughout these last few years and what has happened. What I want you to note though is we hear everything going on in the market and things are crazy and it's not stable. I want you to take a look at Cedar City's market specifically. If you are looking to buy, sell, or invest here, it's important to understand the trends in our market. You can see that we have been in a seller's market for the last 5 years. I did go back to 2018. That was still also a seller's market, but I wanted to specifically focus on the last 5 years, at least to 2019, before things got a little crazy with all of the COVID changes. We know in 2020 in June, we were still kind of deep into COVID. People weren't quite getting out just yet, but it was starting to happen. Well, in 2021, our market took off. Pretty much the country's market took off. But in June of 2021, we had less than a 2-month supply of inventory. And that's going to play into what happened to our home values as they appreciated over these last 5 years. So that's the first one we take a look at, is the month supply. That's pretty important because that tells us if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Now, I've said this means that if it's a seller's market, the sellers have more negotiating power, meaning there aren't enough homes on the market to meet the demands of the buyer. However, if you take a look over here at median days on market tells you how long that home typically sat on the market. Now remember, median means that it's right in the middle. So homes sat on the market longer than this, and they sat on the market for less than this. We could take a look at the average days on market as well as the average list price and sell price. I choose to go with median, and here's why. When you're taking into account the average, there could be an outlier, meaning a home listed really low or a home listed really high that alters where that average price is. The median tells me that half the homes are going to be above this amount and half the homes are going to be below this amount. So I feel like it's a better indication of what the housing market is doing here in Cedar City. So you can see back in 2019, back in 2020, our median days on market was around 75, 76 days. In 2021 and 2022, it was 50 days, which again, that's median. We know that there were some homes that were on the market for a day before they had multiple offers in 21. And we know that there are some homes that are going to sit on the market for 200 plus days if they're not priced correctly, or if the condition of the home isn't that great, or the location. We know there's many things that go into the sale of a home. So something to think about there. Currently for the month of June, our median days on market, meaning how long homes are typically sitting on the market before selling, is about 50 days. All right, let's take a look at the median list price to sales price here in Cedar City. Median list price is what somebody will list their home for. The sale price is what it actually sells for. So I wanted to compare those two just to give you an idea. For example, in 2019, the median list price was $253,000. However, the median sales price was $240,000. At that time, homes were selling about 5% less than their list price. Whereas in June 2023, our median list price is just under $450,000, whereas our median sales price is just over $362,000. That's a decrease of 19% from list price to sales price. Again, that's not comparing the exact same home, but it's something that you should think about as you are going into this. Notice that all of the list to sold is a decrease here. Again, that's not everything. If you're pricing your home correctly to sell, and what I mean by correctly with that is if you're going in to list your home, you want traffic. That means you want to list at a price that's going to bring people in. They're going to look at it and think, oh, that's a great price on that home. I want to check it out. So they go view that home. Well, now you have multiple people seeing that home and they think, this is a great price. I really want this home, and so they make an offer, and you get multiple offers on that home, which in turn could drive up the price of that home. So you're kind of looking to list your home in a sweet spot that will bring traffic, that will push it above your actual asking price or your actual list price. If it's not priced correctly, if it's priced too high, you likely won't get any traffic. You know it's priced too high if in the first 2 weeks you don't get any traffic into your home to actually see it. Now, if you're getting traffic in but no one's making an offer, it's low enough that it's bringing them in to see it, but it's still too high for them to actually want to make an offer on it. So again, there is a strategy to listing your home, taking into account what the market statistics are. But again, your real estate agent can help you with this. Now, what's the most interesting and what I'm sure everyone came here to see is our median sales price from 2019 to 2023. Notice here, this yearly sell percent change that you're seeing here, this is is going to be from 2018 to 2019. So from 2018 to 2019, the median sales price went up by 9.1%. Now 2019 to 2020, it actually went down 1.8% from the previous year. So 2019, the median sales price was $240,000. 2020, it was just over $235,000. Now, I wanted to show you this because remember 2019, that was where things were a little bit more normal. COVID hadn't started yet. It was our typical real estate year. However, 2020 was when COVID hit, meaning there were lockdowns, things were a little bit different. Yes, we're gonna see a little bit of decrease there, but again, it wasn't much. Well then, 2021, housing market's in full swing, interest rates are super low, people are migrating from other states and kind of blowing up our market. Take a look at what happened here. In 2021, our home values or our median sales price went up over 35%. Then the same thing happened in 2022. Interest rates were starting to rise, people were hurrying to get in and eat up that market. Remember, in Cedar City, we are still a seller's market, meaning low inventory to the people coming in and wanting to buy those homes. So it went up another 32% from June 2021 to June 2022. Interest rates are over 7% now. In June 2023, our median sales price went down just over 14% or 14.7%. So I put these in green and red here to make it easier for you to see. But what I wanted to note is that if we were to compare the median sales price from June 2019 to the median sales price of June 2023, that is a 51% increase in our median home sales price. Our market has increased significantly in the last 5 years. However, we are still in a seller's market, meaning we have low inventory and many buyers still in the market, even with those high interest rates. I thought this was important to bring up because even though we're doing our weekly market updates and you're seeing how the market is changing week to week, it is beneficial to see what it has typically been the last several years in Cedar City so that if you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell, if you're looking to invest, you can make an informed decision. For example, if you purchased your home over 5 years ago here in Cedar City, it's likely that you still have a lot of equity in that home, even though we have seen a decrease here in the median home sales price in 2023. So if you are in a position that you need to downsize or you need to relocate, then you are in a prime position to sell your home because we are still in a seller's market and there are still people out there that are wanting and needing to buy a home. We have people every single day that are relocating to Cedar City that are looking for their dream home and ready to buy. As you can tell, there is a lot going on in our Cedar City housing market. We get the national news every single day, but it's important to know what's going on in your market and where you are buying because markets fluctuate. Our market is completely different from the St. George market, which is completely different from the Las Vegas market. So if you'd like to stay up to date on the Cedar City housing market, make sure you subscribe so that you can get these updates weekly and monthly. Once again, my name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. You can find my information down below. I would love to help you buy, sell, or invest here in Southern Utah. All right, until next time, have a wonderful day.